guys in the chatterbox tonight. Thank you so much for being here nice and early, catching up with everybody. We were just talking with Chesea, our wonderful guest tonight, about how we just want to get together with everybody and hug everybody and craft. Is that too much to ask? Well, this is a pretty good second place, but someday maybe we can do it live and in person. I am Mary Gunn, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. What is Craft Roulette, you may ask? You can say it with me if you can. It's the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are live almost every Friday night right here on YouTube, waiting for you to show up so that we can offer you a seat. If you are new, we'd love to welcome you properly, and please let us know that you are new in our chatterbox. Don't be afraid. These are some of the nicest people on earth. I am telling you, I love them all. Do give us a Vinny if you could. That means go ahead and hit that thumbs up. I was watching a May today, and Vinny was there just counting those Vinnies, and he's calling them Vinnies now. We are influencers, chatterboxes. We are influencers. Slideshow, 369 cards. My gosh, they were so darn clever. So darn clever. I loved the slideshow. Remember, not all of the cards that are in the gallery can be on the slideshow, and they are not chosen by us. They are just programmed to choose randomly. So they're not because they're our favorites. They're not because we didn't love your cards. And Cindy, did your card show up? I was looking for it, but I didn't see them all. So if Cindy Elkins is here, did your card show up? Or will it be 3 weeks in a row that the program decided against you? Breaks my heart. I hope it was there. Also, they're in... It wasn't Cindy Elkins. It wasn't? I'm astonished. Well, we will just put your card up. Maybe we can make a gallery over in the patron group, make a gallery of your cards and post them in our Facebook group all by themselves. Very, very special. 3 weeks in a row. Well, you said you had the white chocolate peanut butter or something that you were going to eat if your card wasn't there, or if it was. So you have a win-win anyway, but I'm sorry, darling. Over on the craftroulette.live website, there are all the galleries that you can see. You can see links for the In Review show, our other show that is on Tuesday nights, and 5 videos we have this week from last week's show that you guys make about your cards. It's very, very cool. Housekeeping, just, we never defined this, and we this little issue, and didn't really knew maybe that would come up sometime or other, and it's come up. So we have defined that the cards that are submitted need to be handmade. They can't be digitally made and then sent in digitally. Even though we send in our cards electronically, they have to be handmade and a photograph. You need to make your card. That's about it. Let me see how it was supposed to be. We were pretty ambiguous about it, so we had to define it a little more carefully. But the project must be a photo of a physical paper craft. That's what it says now. So we appreciate you taking care of that. And it's just it's a learning process, this thing called Craft Roulette. So yes, Vinnie's, our sponsors this week, or this month. This will be the last night that you can get gifts from these wonderful sponsors. I think you guys are all, if you sent in a card last week, one of those 369, you will be eligible to win a wonderful thing. We've got like 9 gifts tonight, so stick around. From Glassboard Studio, we've got our last Craft Roulette Glassboard Studio to give away. They've been great to work with. Inky Stamper, I know her. That's Chesea Comer. She's our guest tonight. We'll be talking more about her company. She's got lots of giveaways for us tonight. And Trinity Stamps, we got to enjoy now I panic, Tanisa last week on the show. I liked her so much, I have decided to learn how to say her name. Not that if I give you a nickname doesn't mean that I don't like you so much. You have to be so careful when you're live. So careful. Anyway, it's okay. Mr. Mike, he's ready for school with his Oxford shirt on. And look, he's got the super glue guys right there. Just hanging out. See, they can fly. You didn't know that, did you? Yeah, it is true. We do have a little bit of merch. I know we need some more merch. There's just so much in a day, and it just kind of gets put away, but it is going to get cool soon. We hope you can get something for your fall wear. Maybe we do need a new t-shirt for school, though. I don't know. We'll figure it out. How's your week been? Pretty good? It's been a crazy week. This is like our crafting oasis. So let's brush off the cares of the world and enjoy from Illinois, our guest tonight, Chesea Comer. There she is.
Hey.
There she is. Oh, we're getting a
1 second. I'm going to get her frame rate up.
Mr. Producer's going to do some kind of internet magic. We don't even know.
There we go.
There she is. Welcome back to Craft Roulette. It is good to see you. We've had a nice little chat before the show started. It was good to catch up with you. I told Chesea that I was reading my notes on her, and it said she was a great guest. And so, who knew?
I'm so glad I was great then. Hopefully I'll be great again tonight, and you'll invite me back again.
And you're a good spin sponsor, so double great. So anyway, for those who don't know you from your Facebook Lives or from Inky Stamper, being an Inky Stamper customer, or that didn't see you last time you were on, could you introduce yourself a little bit? Oops, we're having a little trouble.
One second.
Such is life.
1 second.
We're not going to say bad guest because of this, though. We'll get this straightened out, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's always good to get the tech problems out of the way. How are we
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yahoo!
Baby.
We're back.
Yep.
Are we good? Okay.
I think she's having a little trouble.
I think maybe so.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to work this out with her. Mom, if you want to tell everybody about Patreon, because we kind of skipped by that.
Oh, I did forget that one, didn't I? Oh, it's right there, too.
So...
and it even has a highlight.
Chelsea, I'm going to work with you in the back room real fast.
We aren't sponsored here at Craft Roulette by our spin sponsors. Those are there to give you guys who have sent in a card a prize for randomly selected. I wonder if Cindy will win a prize. You know what, Cindy? I would rather have you win a prize than have your card on the slideshow, personally. But anyway, our patrons support us and bring us live to you twice a week, which is a big deal to us. We do have 3 new patrons this week, too. Joan Berry, Sandra Berry. Okay, there's a cute little story about that. And then Catherine Heaven, for real. That's her name, Catherine Heaven. She wrote to me and said, that is my name.
Restart your device, maybe?
We're still working on her. Poor Chelsea. Can you hear me?
No.
Nope. Okay. Okay, so anyway, our patron, tomorrow, by the way, we have Club Fun call, which is a kind of a longer call. I'm going to be scrapbooking. I know Leslie's going to be scrapbooking. Grandma Gay's going to be there doing her card thing. We're going to be doing all sorts of good stuff and just hanging out. It's a very nice little, yes, I need to do some light entertainment. What would you like? No, I'm not going to do light entertainment. But would you like to see my notes for the show? No. Anyway, our patrons do make this show happen. We do really appreciate them. And we have a lot of extra content over there for them. And I made several videos today for your Mondays coming up. Just, it's fun. I'm trying to think. I think it's a wonderful way. It's a kind of a different... This is going to be awful to watch with me talking like this. But it's kind of a different way to think of supporting somebody because we don't really have a lot to sell except for merchandise and our stamp set. But so it's a way to support the show. There we go. A lot of people were in Schaumburg last week at a show. I know I see Roberta in the chat, and it was fun to see Roberta and the Birthday Bobs. Okay, we're back in business. See the Birthday Bobs at Amanda's Pear Blossom Press booth. It was so fun. You had the biggest smiles of anybody there. We're trying again.
Oh, very sorry.
Well, what the heck.
Oh, I was with you for a half an hour before the show. Right. No issues.
Yeah, that's how it turns out that way sometimes, doesn't it?
Just little blips. I don't know. And I sent everyone else in my house away so that I would have all the internet power. So
we're back now. So we'll just live in the present and forget that past. And especially me just talking.
Yeah.
You don't want me. I could do like poetry or something, but I only know a few. But, okay, well, let's introduce you again.
Okay.
Live from Illinois, Chesea Comer, founder of and owner of Inky Stamper. We're glad to have you, and it looks like we're good.
Yeah, good. I'm so glad.
There we go. So can we have a little introduction about who you are?
Yeah, so my name is Chesea Comer. I am, again, the owner and founder of Inky Stamper. I run the business with a few help from my friends, including my best friend, Kim. And my husband also works as kind of my warehouse guy. So, yeah, we're a small company, but mighty. And we love making stamps and dies and bringing those to people. So, yeah.
And you definitely have your own style.
I do. It's a little whimsical and
cartoony kind of. I could just see cartoons made out of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could. Yeah. Have you ever thought about that?
No, because that would be something I have to do on my to-do list. So probably not.
That's true. And you also work full-time as a product designer.
Yeah, so I am by day, I'm a packaging engineer and I design packaging. And then at night, you can find me in my craft room crafting. So that's what I do.
That's a day. That's a day. You go live on Tuesdays, just so we get that done. We also have a discount code that you can get through our craftroulette.live associate spin sponsor, Inky Stamper. Free shipping this weekend. It's already ready for you. And what was the twist if it's international?
Yeah, so we currently don't really ship internationally, but I have a way to do it. So if you're an international customer and want to test out Inky Stamper stuff, all you'd have to do is send me an email through our web store, and I will take the $6.95 off your shipping. So that's what our normal shipping is for the US. I'll take that off whatever it costs to ship internationally. So contact us if you're interested in nice. If you're interested in our stamps.
Yeah, and we're going to be, you've got kind of a fun twist this evening. Whatever stamp you use tonight, and you don't know because we haven't gotten our parameters yet, you are going to send 2 of those stamps for a gift. Will be so fun. So we don't even know what that's going to be.
Yeah, so we'll send 2 of them, and it can even be to international people. So,
that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, that means that we need to keep moving forward. And so we can get to those parameters and see which stamp set you use. Yeah. What are you feeling like tonight? You feeling like the bugs or bunnies or cats?
Bugs.
You like bugs. I know. You do like bugs.
I like large animals, too.
Large animals? I don't think we have bugs, but they're critters. So maybe a large bug. We'll see. You never know what we do quite on Craft Roulette. But you had a question for me.
I did. Hey, Mary, what is Craft Roulette?
Oh, my goodness. Let's find out. Thank you, Chatterbox. Thank you, Mr. Producer. Thank you very much for being patient with us. We'll be right back after this word. Thank you.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Chelsea was just talking about her phone going black, and she went, "Whoa!" And Mr. Producer was going, "Not yet, Chelsea, not yet, now." Yeah, so anyway, we have a lot of fun here. Yep, I love your woes. You guys always thrill me with your woes, and I appreciate you being ready for those. That is what we do every Friday night, and we really do appreciate when you come here and let us know with your little Vinny that you like us. We appreciate you a lot. So, last week we had 369 contributions. Like we said, we are over 20,000 total submissions in the 3.5 years that we have been live. Almost every Friday night. Look at you guys pile in. If you look at some of the earlier shows, there's not very many pins anywhere. It's just kind of cute. Just kind of empty, but it's so much fun with more fun people like you. So congratulations for joining us. It's sometimes kind of hard, especially when it's the first person or you're stumped by those parameters. So we love it that you spend a little time making those cards and coming and sharing your little inspiration with us. What was my card like? Oh, yes, there it is. We had project was picture frame card. Summer vacation colors. Games was our element, and we had to include a check. I don't remember. Oh, I had checked. Oh, check was fun because you could do the checks. You could do birds, or you could use paper like argyle or gingham or all sorts of stuff. You did a great job. You deserve one right on the top of the crown of the nog. Well done. We had really a lot of fun with our guest, Miss Nisa. It was her first time on the show, and she made this card, and I think it is adorable. See how she has her mat, and she used checks, and then she has it double matted. It was a really cute card, and they were pretending. Very clever. We enjoyed having her on. Thank you so much. Now we're going to invite Miss Chelsea back so she can enjoy the parade of achievements with us as we welcome our first timers, congratulate our major milestone achievers, say hats off to our leading ladies, and we have some new mug clubbers. So let's see what happened on episode 177. Welcome, first timers. Gloria from Michigan.
Yay. Those are cute cards.
Elizabeth from Kentucky. See her checks?
Nice.
Amy from Cincinnati. That was skins and shirts and skins. Jennifer from Maryland. That's a cool card, isn't it? Margot from California.
I love all the different games.
Oh, so many games. Major milestone achievers. 25 cards have been sent in by Linda G. from North Carolina. Scrabble. Kim Wolf, congratulations. You have sent in 100. I think these got mixed up. I thought I got these right this time. Lorraine from Vancouver has sent in 25. Joe Henderson from Las Vegas, 25. Well done, Joe. Lisa has sent in 25 as well. They all have descriptions, oftentimes have descriptions, so you can understand what's going on. Kimberly from Wisconsin. Nice. Norma Medina has sent in 25. There's a story with that one, too. Stephanie from Germany, 25. So many ways to do games.
Yeah.
Wendy from Washington, 25. You play Yahtzee?
I do. Well, I don't know. I've played in a while, but I used to.
Kathy from Vancouver and Ronnie from Oregon. 50? 50? That's a lot of cards. Pam from Tulsa has sent in 75 cards.
That's
Debbie
great.
from Bismarck, North Dakota has also sent in 75. Very cute way to do craft roulette. Meg has sent in 75. Rosie B is now a mug clubber with 100 stamp cards. Lauren Taylor, congratulations, 100 cards.
Wow.
Lisa has also sent in 100 cards. What a bunch of mug clubbers you are. Deputy Heidi has sent in 125. I have a post about Deputy Heidi going up tomorrow on our Facebook group. Congratulations to our leading ladies. Smurf Murphy with 138.
Wow.
Also different. Her twin, Jackie Jackpot Muller, has also sent in 138. There's Kathy Herring's card. It's our 142nd card with our mug. Never mind. Alessa, 5K now, 6K LeBone, has sent in a bunch. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis has sent in 155 cards consecutively. And Patty Beck has sent in 172 in a row. She started on episode 5 and has never stopped. As Patty would say it, week after week after week. Welcome, congratulations, Club 52. Kim Miller, well done. Anaya from Georgia, Club 52. Chris from Wisconsin, Club 52, with a little dartboard that looks very familiar. kind of like a Craft Roulette board. Club 52 doesn't have any perks. It doesn't have any special discounts. It doesn't have a special lounge. Nothing. It's just knowing that you sent in a year's worth of cards, which is phenomenal. Just phenomenal. And we do really, really thank you. If you do need some playful time with cards, just go over and look at those cards from this last week. Most of them are playful, but there's a few that are elegant, and they figured out how to make games a very fancy card. It is the coolest thing, what they do every week.
I can't believe how many different games were out there. I think you said there was even a Farkle one, right?
There was a Farkle.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's great.
It really was. It's very varied and so many styles. Yeah, with using game pieces, game boards, making up things, pretend, lots of good. I think they just have fun making stuff up and figuring out how to work it into these silly parameters. But you know what, Chelsea? That was last week.
Yeah.
Shall we bring in the parameters, Mr. Producer? I think you're ready. I saw you had them all printed out.
I kind of did.
You're ready for them. We will be spinning for a project, color, element, and random, but first we're going to talk about vetoes. We give our patrons an opportunity to say, no, Mr. Wheel, you cannot make us do certain parameters this week. Now, it doesn't mean that we can't do it if it doesn't conflict with the parameters that we get, which usually it won't. But it just means that we don't have to include it on that handmade card or project that we are going to be making. The patrons have said no to color vegetable garden, number 1. My vegetable garden's looking pretty bad right now. For element, they said no thank you to collars, number 12. For random, no, they're not so interested in packaging, number 15. So the wheel cannot make us use vegetable colors, garden colors, collars. I don't know why. Doesn't that sound like a very exciting element? And packaging. But you could use those things if it works in the projects that we get.
Chelsea's audio back real fast.
Here we go, because it's her turn to tell us what she doesn't want and what she does want to put her chips.
Chelsea, you might have to reconnect. Whatever that blip was, dropped your audio.
The blips of danger. The blips of Eunice. Here she goes again.
She'll be right back.
Okay, so here we go. Let's just pretend that we get collars. What would you use? I was thinking you could use any kind of person stamp or picture or card or image. You could, because most people, if they have a shirt on, have a collar. And you could do, you could be nabbing a bad guy if you collar them. I don't think we have a lot of those images probably, but you never know. And
there we go.
You could also
well, it looks better on my end. Better on yours?
There we are.
Wonderful.
We can hear you. That's the good thing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think about vetoing? Are you going to?
Can you hear us? I don't think she can.
Oh, maybe she can't hear us.
All right, 1 second.
Doggone
You
it.
can't hear me.
We can.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Want me to try again?
Check.
He's working it. Okay, there's a collar fold card for real. I've never heard of that, Penny. Yeah, any kind of critter card. You could put a collar on a monkey if you wanted to. The monkey probably wouldn't like it, though.
Better.
A bow tie with a collar, a tuxedo, a fancy thing. Oh, yes, Eunice is making
Can you hear
big
me?
mischief. Yes. I can hear you.
I
Okay,
can't hear
he's
you.
talking to you. Okay. It's going to be one of those nights. Is it? You know that Craft Roulette started on a Friday the 13th? It did. Yep, it did. It did. And so a collar on a cape.
Can you hear me?
So you could have superheroes.
No.
You could. So, okay, collars
I can try
isn't
one
as
other
bad
device.
As I thought it was. So it's not as bad as we thought it was. Now, would we want it? But think of other things that you could use a collar in on that wheel. So, large animal, you could put a collar on it. A plant might be a collar. Oh, is a collar a thing on a
better
sleeve?
Anything? No.
Of a mug?
Maybe.
Or a to-go cup? Collard greens.
Do you want me to pick? Do you want me to sign language? Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's hard. This is the hardest on Chelsea right now. I'm telling you. This is. Now they say they can hear her, but she can't. But she can't hear us. Yeah, and you got to be able to hear us. So, yep, it's the hardest on her. We can hear you. Yeah. Anyway. Mm-hmm. Can you hear us? Okay. Vegetable gardens. Horse collar is a good one too. We might have to translate what I say, and I talk a mile a minute. Yeah, she can't hear us, and that makes it very hard. So we'll figure it out. A dad joke? You ready for a dad joke? Here comes Fergus. Does he have a dad joke? Let's find out. Okay, we'll talk about In Review. In Review is our second show, too. And we always include a dad joke. Yep, Deputy Heidi could make a collar. That's when you nab a bad guy. Can you hear us? Okay. No dad joke. You gotta wait till Tuesday. Oh, no. She'll be back. Yeah, the joys of technology. If you don't know who Eunice is our scapegoat for technical problems. And she obviously is way busy tonight. She is a character that came into practice when we had a private site and things would happen and we'd just say it was Eunice's fault. And she's like a cartoon character. So she's real to me. I don't know. So if we think about all the
can you hear me now?
We have a lot. We have a lot of characters.
Can you hear me now?
Poor thing.
Okay, good.
They're working.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
She is working. Yep, Eunice is very busy. Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can.
Let's make hay while the sun shines.
I'm all prepared and everything. I wasn't prepared for blips.
No, this happens. It happens. Thank you guys for being patient with us.
Okay, you ready for my numbers?
Yes. Do you want to veto something? Let's veto blips.
Oh, I do. I want to veto mixed media, which is on random number 6.
All right. That's done. We don't have to do mixed media.
That's not really my style.
No, it's not. So that's probably a pretty good choice. Now, where would you like to put your chips? And what is your strategy?
Yeah. So people that know me I like circles. So for project number 23, which is also my favorite number, card with circles.
Got it. All right.
And then for colors, number 14, aquarium. I love blues, greens, and purples.
I can see that in your background.
Yep.
And for element?
And for elements, I went for large animal, number 1.
All right. Because you got a lot of critters in your line, don't you? Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And then finally for random, I did polka dots, number 1.
Oh, I love polka dots.
I do too.
That would make a cute card. You've got.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. So you can just go ahead and give me all those.
Sometimes Mr. Wheel will give you one if he's feeling really good. But oftentimes he just kind of passes by. So all the best to us all because we want some good spins, right?
Yes.
Let's do it. Maybe we'll get one for you. Kind of make up for Eunice's acting so bad towards you. Let's warm it up. See what we're going to get. How is it feeling? All right. For project. They're pulling for it. They're pulling for it. Number 12.
Number
a ladies
12.
card.
A
ladies card.
Okay.
You could have circles. For colors. I had dude's card on there, so I thought I should have a ladies card too. Number 23. Candy colors.
Okay.
Yeah. And for element, well, we get the large animal with candy colors on a ladies card. Almost. Number 2, a plant.
Okay.
Okay. And
That was
for
close to
random,
one.
yeah, it was close. He was teasing ya. Number 5, tie-dye.
Oh boy.
Tie-dye. Well, you know, Eunice continues. I think those are kind of interesting. They may have a bit of a challenge to them, but we're going to talk about each and every one of them. This is your art project. We're not going to teach here. We're not going to tell you how to make anything, but we might tell you a few things, especially that little tie-dye. I have some thoughts on that. But let's talk about each and every one of them in respect to being an art project. It can be very literal, it can be very abstract, it can be anywhere in between, it can be realistic, it can be stylized, it can be comical, funny, big, little. It doesn't have to be the focal, any of these, but you do have to include them on a handmade project. Okie doke. So a ladies card. I did put that on there just this week, I think, because I had a dude's card on there. And so I thought, well, that we'll just do yin and yang on that. Did you know yin and yang is feminine and masculine? But anyway, so I don't think that's going to be hard. I don't think there's anything.
I normally make ladies cards anyway, so I think that's going to be pretty easy.
Right. Most times people say, I don't know how to make a masculine card. So that must mean that they do make cards. So that must mean most of them are quote unquote ladies cards. But
yeah, maybe some
ladies
bling.
all have, yeah, they all have birthdays. We think of them. There's nothing that really is, but they're not, we did get plant, which we could move into flowers. So that could be, we might have
a plant
really
with
pretty.
flowers.
Mm-hmm. Might be real pretty this week. So a ladies card is kind of open, and I think that's okay. Colors, candy colors.
Oh, hold on.
Wait.
You could make a card with a big lady animal on it.
With some plants
Very
in the
true.
background.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have a lady. I have a ladybug.
Yes. And
That's
that
a
would
lady.
definitely go with plants. That would be great. Yeah, it doesn't have. Oh, smarty, Mr. Producer. So candy colors, you can go bright. If you think of Skittles, you've got one set of bright colors. If you think of Good and Plenty, you think of purples and pinks and violets. Or what other, Jolly Ranchers, we had that a lot of times a couple weeks ago. And so Jolly Rancher colors. What are some butterscotch? You can use the packaging from candy or the candy itself for the inspiration. What kind of green candy? There's green apple. Is there other green candy? Sour straws?
There's plenty.
Is there a lot of green candy? M&Ms?
Have you been in a candy aisle recently? There's
Apparently
so
not.
much.
There's so much.
And then there's the Halloween candy. So you could have pumpkin. You can have fall colors, candy corn colors. You could make candy corn or just use the colors. My gosh, so many things. So
we put, just so you know, we put blue raspberry Laffy Taffy in every package that we ship out.
That is right. You're kind of a candy girl.
So I could maybe incorporate that. We'll see.
Or chocolate colors if you wanted to have chocolate, or you could have you could have a whole bunch of different candies and put them together.
Candy copia?
A candy copia.
Yeah.
Yes. And make it fantastic. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to have candy on it, but you could have candy on it. You could have a little bag of candy and have it part of the thing. With plants, though, I don't know.
I think it just happened again.
Oh, no, really? I heard a little...
Am I frozen? No.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Shh. Eunice.
I was being very
Smackdown.
still. I was thinking. Sorry.
No, we
You
just
thought
heard
I
a buzz
froze.
on our side, and it spooked me a little bit.
Ah,
So you can Google candy colors and find out. But if you want to make it simple, just think of a candy that you know.
okay.
I think rainbow candy colors. Plant. Are you going to put that ladybug in a plant?
I could, but the plant I'm thinking of is more like a succulent. But succulents are plants, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And think of the different parts of a plant. It could just be
Ah.
a leaf or a flower or a
Bushes?
stalk. Bushes.
Okay.
It could be a reed in the lake,
Yeah.
a cattail,
Yeah.
any number of kind of plants. And then you would just bring in you can figure out how to do that with candy colors, because you could do, you can just, there is a place when you put your card in to describe what you did, because sometimes we can't tell. You guys hide your ideas, but once I read them, I go, oh, I see
I
them.
have an idea about how I'm going to incorporate plants and tie-dye. It'll be interesting.
Well, I had forgotten we had tie-dye. I had a moment of... I had a pleasant moment there when I'd forgotten that. Tie-dye is...
We got to talk about what qualifies as tie-dye, I think.
I think so, too.
I think you could probably do quite a few different things and wind up with something that would be reminiscent of tie-dye, which would 100% count.
Mm-hmm.
So
there will be people that have papers that look like tie-dye.
Okay.
There will be people that have a stamp that looks like a tie-dye. I've seen those happen. Tie-dye is that kind of blendy kind of look of where you take a t-shirt and you put rubber bands on it and dye it. And so it's you don't have to have all the colors. You could do whatever you want with it. You could have green tie-dye and make leaves out of it.
I'm seeing some pretty clever suggestions of dyeing a string and tying that string. Or dyeing a tie, like a bow tie or a men's tie.
Or a lady's card.
Yeah.
A Rhett Butler card. Oh my gosh, you guys really go off. I love it. Stamping with rubber bands, that was actually one of my thoughts, Rebecca, on that would make it look tie-dyed. I did.
Yeah.
I have had some tie-dye stuff that I've just had in my little stash here in case this came up. And so this was watercolor and this was just marker. Ooh. So it doesn't have to be super fancy or anything. It can be kind of, and then you can make stuff out of it. You could die cut leaves and things. It might be really groovy. I think I might even try something along those lines for a pretty lady's card. Well, you know what, Chelsea, I think you kind of got a funny combination, but I always say it, all parameters are doable. And I bet Tanisa is watching going, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I didn't get this one.
It's
to
all
each
good.
Their own.
But I think
it's all good.
As a reminder for everybody else, the parameters don't have to be the focal point. They don't have to be the biggest thing on the card or the project. They can be a small reference, so a small portion of the thing could be tie-dyed, It doesn't have to be like a huge background. You don't have to do anything elaborate. As long as something on the card meets the parameter, then we are fine with it.
And you guys have lots of ideas. I like it. Well, your little well-kissed brains are off to the races. I don't think it's going to be a great gallery. It'll be very unique. I think there will be a lot of unique projects. Yes, we've got our stretchy pants on. Did you wear your stretchy pants?
They're a little stretchy. They're not very stretchy, but they're a little stretchy.
They'll be enough stretchy, right? All right. Well, are you okay? You got some ideas?
I have some ideas. I'm thinking about where to go in my room and get those, but yep, I'm good.
All right. Well, give us a Vinny, everybody, and watch this little program or this little advertisement for our other show, In Review, when we will dissect these crazy parameters. We'll be right back. Does card making ever wear you out? Are you just having one of those days? You ever say to yourself, I wish there were more craft roulette on each week? Well, have we got good news for you? In Review is like part 2 of Craft Roulette, which features you, our card contributors. It'll be easy to find because it airs here on our Craft Roulette YouTube channel. We go live almost every Tuesday evening at 6:30 p.m. Central, and we do a number of fun things during the show, including Mail Call, where I share some of the nice cards and goodies people send us. Our Card Showcase, where we take a longer look at some of the contributions sent in from the most recent episode. And our Who Done It Mystery Game, where I recreate a card from the most recent episode's gallery, live on air. Everyone in the live chat gets to try and figure out which card I'm recreating. So, if you want more of what we do on Craft Roulette, you'll love our show, In Review. The Who Done It Mystery Game is just a game, and we do not actually solve mysteries, but we do actually solve mysteries. The show is supposed to be on Tuesdays, but we reserve the right to reschedule as necessary. Mary will not always know what she is doing, especially with buttons and or math. Stretchy pants and snacks are not required, but advisable. Please bring a friend. Too much fun for one person included. I'm back already? I gotta get my microphone. I'm back already? I just was going through my die cuts with this little piece of quote-unquote tie-dyed paper. And I bet you guys, somebody's going to come up with something about a die cut with a tie. Aren't you? Yes, you are. And I found this circle. I think my machine isn't working real great. But I'm going to have to try something else. But I am going to try. I wanted to get this out of my system because I thought it might work. But I think my machine's bad. I need some more shims or something. And I wanted to make sure that you knew about our glass board that is going to be given away tonight again to somebody that had sent in a card last week. And as it will be going on sale in September through Glassboard Studio.
We haven't 100% confirmed the sale yet, but I have a good feeling it will happen.
Okay. Well, there you go. So it may help. It may happen. And probably will, but we'll see. So anyway, I have really enjoyed it. This is also a little cutter that I got from Chris Hoverstall. And she told me in an email what it was, and then I forgot about it. I thought it was a little pen, but it's a little cutter. So I'm just helping my little die cut that didn't want to die cut very much. And I'm going to do something else anyway, because this would be too fast. Too fast and easy, but you can see where I'm going with this. That's really cool looking, actually. could still use it and then make another one, couldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and try this because it would have a lady's card. Sure, fine. Candy colors. I think there must be some nice pastel pretty colors like this. It would be a plant because there's some palm trees and tie-dye. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. So I just need to work on my dye machine or my die cutter. It lets me down too much lately. I'll figure it out. But thank goodness I've got this little cool tool. It is such a little cool tool. All right.
Yep.
I think tie-dye, remember you don't have to use tie-dye big. You could use tie-dye little. Has anybody ever made tie-dye kind of stuff for your papers? Yeah. Is this going to be all new territory? Craft Roulette. The cause of many cards that would never have been made otherwise. Will we see? I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a popular one or not. We'll see. Time will tell. We'll know about this time a little before this time next week, whether you liked it or not. Yeah, this just has a little blade in it. Really sweet. I don't know who makes it. Bobo Bear. Bobo Bear makes it. We'll have to. I hear Mr. Producer and Chelsea talking. That's a good sign. She's just about to come on and talk to us and see what large animal she's going to use or whatever. If you haven't gone to Inky Stamper, she does have quite a... They really are perfect for cartoony feels. They're very, very whimsical and fun. But they're not like little whimsical and fun kind of things. They've got quite a bit of personality and detail. I do have a stamp of hers. And she's got them all named. This is one of her little stamps. See how cute it is? So they look like they could be in cartoons. They really do. But they all have names too. So it's really fun. Oh, she's telling me that's Rosie. She's ready. There comes the Laffy Taffy. Oh, this is kind of Laffy Taffy blue.
Yeah.
And Laffy Taffy banana.
I should probably, let's see, I might need to move that slightly. Yeah. So I figured I'd find Laffy Taffy blue color.
That was perfect, is what that is. What else are you going to do?
So I decided that a flamingo is pretty feminine, a lady card. I mean, I do have a ladybug, but I really, really like, look, somebody already submitted their card.
Goodness gracious.
But flamingo sounds good to me. And then I'm going to use some bushes and I'm going to tie dye the bushes. And I'm going to use some candy from Ballerina.
That'll be some cool texture, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, tie dye. Using it as a texture. I like that.
Yeah.
Look at you come together with an idea fast. We talked a little bit on your Tuesday show, which is not on at the same time as our Tuesday show, which is great. But that you let your viewers decide quite a few of the things that you use. So you kind of are used to this spur of the moment format.
Yes.
Which is helpful.
I normally just come on and have a little bit of an idea what I'm going to do. And they help me with colors. They help me with sentiments. They help me with what I'm going to do. So
that's cool.
And maybe just a little shout out to my best friend, Kim, who said, I think flamingo would be good. So here we are with flamingo.
it's always nice to have a second opinion about such things, especially when you're having a moment. When you're working on other things like, oh my gosh, can they hear me?
Well, it's funny because every now and then, but it's quite rare, I have a Facebook blip. But it's rare. But now I feel like I've had many tonight, so I'm very sorry.
I'm sorry, your quota is up. You can't have any more.
Okay.
It's not legal anymore to have any more problems.
Yep. So
it's not your fault. It happens.
Isn't your fault.
Is technology, and it doesn't matter if something happens. We'll just bring you back in.
It's all good. My card will make up for it. I promise.
It will definitely open. Oh, it's going to be great. Your little... See, now that kind of looks like Groucho Marx. But you've got so much personality
my
in your
flamingo?
little guys. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, don't you think?
I love this flamingo. So since I'm going to use this flamingo, that's going to mean that we'll probably give away flamingo stamp sets tonight.
Oh, that's right. That's so fun.
So that's exciting.
That is. Totally exciting. So for those who wanted Rosie, I'm sorry. Not going to happen this time.
Rosie, though, is a great little stamp set all by herself.
She is so sweet.
And that's also available in our store. But Flamingo is, look how cool she is. I'm going to call her a she. She's a lady.
She's a lady. It's a lady's card. You could put a little necklace around her with bling.
I could. Mm-hmm. I do like some bling, so I'm sure I can do
it. Oops. This is going to be a hot beach scene here, I think.
You're working with tropical Skittles colors over there.
I am. I am indeed. And wouldn't we all like to be on a beach, just enjoying the scenery?
I would definitely like to be on a beach.
With
However,
a nice
I've been looking
breeze.
Forward to this so much that I still, even though I had technical issues, I'm still loving being here. So,
aw, yay! Well, we're so glad you're here too.
So, Mary, I have to tell you that a lot of the people that watch you that also watch me on Tuesdays, couple shout outs to Vicky, Marjorie, Joanne, that normally watch me. They have become addicted to your show.
That away. We love that.
And
addiction.
And also, a lot of people have just told me how much this gets them out of their comfort zone, which I also am in a little bit tonight with my technology. But they just absolutely love your show.
We do take them right out of their comfy chair sometimes and just say, try something for Pete's sake. What's going to happen to you?
Yeah.
Well, Deputy Heidi might come and make you quit making cards, but she's never done that. So that's like the worst thing is if somebody said you can't make any more cards and you have to give away all your stuff. And that's not likely to happen.
Yeah. We actually had a retreat and we put on Friday night, we put you on the big screen in our big retreat room and watched you and people made cards. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was very fun.
There are several people that do that, and I think I'm just quite honored to be a part of everybody's Friday night.
Okay, so one part down.
Yeah. Look at us go. There's no stopping us now.
Getting a couple questions about what that little cutting machine or die machine was that you were using.
Oh, this one right here?
This
one's called our Easy Cut machine.
It's cute.
It's super fun. It's like a 6x3. All of our characters fit in it. And it comes with little nice plates. I love these. Gets a lot of use. It's good for lives like this because it fits right on the screen.
Yeah, those little things are they are cute and handy.
Yeah.
And they're not terribly heavy, right?
No, and so it makes it great if you're crafting on the go to, fold it up, and it weighs like nothing comparatively to your other bigger machines.
Big honker.
Yeah.
To the big honkers. Have you ever used the electric ones?
I do have one. I have the Impress by Anna Griffin. I like that one. I've been eyeing the Sizzix Switch, but I haven't gone there yet.
Okay. Is this going to be this easy? Surely.
I feel like you already had that tie-dye pretty fast there.
Well, I did have the tie-dye done, but I had it done. I didn't know I was going to use it, but I had it done just to experiment
I have an idea,
with it.
Mom.
What?
If you finish your cards super early and super fast, what you should do afterwards is make some more tie-dye paper to show people how you did that.
That's a good idea. It would also require me thinking about what did I do, but that's okay. I can figure it out. We were talking about, Stephen was pointing out to me just this week that rarely has he ever seen me use something the way it was intended. So to do something again is very hard, but I think I can probably figure it out. So to make tie-dye the way it was intended, that's kind of cute. I don't have any sentiment.
Do you see what I'm doing? I don't know if this is going to be tie-dye, but I'm just kind of stippling on some green, and then I was going to stipple on a different color green with my stenciling brush here.
There are different tie-dyes, the different looks too. So I don't know that that's a bad idea at all.
So the way we like to do it is we like to say, if you think that checks the, mark next to the parameter tie-dye, then we are okay with it. It is your artistic interpretation. Then that is tie-dye.
Works for me.
Those are my tie-dye bushes. And I left some white in them too. So yeah.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah. I like it. Way to think about it and get it done.
And those are my plants. See?
Little bushes. Are you fussy cutting those? Are you going to fussy cut those?
I am.
Somebody has a goal. Scrapping Mama of 5 has a goal to turn me into a cricket girl. You got a big hill ahead of you. I will tell you that.
There's something about a good dye and something about, these bushes don't have a dye, but they're pretty easy to fussy cut.
Yeah, I just love a good fussy cut. Yeah, it's just fun. But I like dyes. I like them just fine. But my Cricut I have not used my Cricut in probably 5 years.
I stole it.
He took it, yeah.
And Mr. Producer, what do you make on it?
I've been experimenting with different things for making our own die sets for Craft Roulette. So like different wheel designs and seeing how they cut out and
doing due diligence. So do you still get together with your friend and have coffee and talk about your designs that you are designing in your head? Is that still how you work it out?
Yep, that's how we do it. We often sit there and giggle for hours, coming up with some of our punny sayings. I like a good punny saying. Oh, and the flamingo the flamingo definitely has a couple good funny sayings that
Are
are
you gonna
very
use
funny.
any? Will you use some, you think?
I will probably use one. I don't know if I'll use I don't know which one I'll use yet. We'll see.
Okay.
But
All right.
I like my tie-dye bushes actually. They turned out really cute.
I like them too. I like that there's some white in them, and that's true of many tie-dyes.
Tie-dye. It's
yeah.
Tie-dye.
Have you ever made a tie-dye t-shirt?
Years ago.
Never wanted to do it, so when my daughter went through the tie-dye thing, I just bought them. But it looks pretty messy. Okay. I think that's fine. We'll add some lovelies on top of that. This is way too easy. I didn't think this card would be that easy. When I just 15 minutes ago, I didn't think this card would be very easy. But it's working out. Oops, I didn't get that little nubbin out. Doink. Doink. Then we'll add some stuff. You are in no hurry don't feel like you need to be in any hurry.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I need another color. So I got some brown out. Although that's not very candy color. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's the chocolate. But it's light chocolate.
It works.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All parameters are doable in so many different ways.
Yeah. So I want to say a big shout out to everyone I saw in Schaumburg, Illinois last week as well.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
Roberta and Birthday Bob and Amanda and my good friend Jen Gross. That was
like
super
fun. It was a fun show.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, someone was wanting me to ask, who are your new best crafty friends after the show?
Oh,
did you make some new ones?
I do have some new ones. I bet that was Roberta.
It was indeed.
She was super fun.
She is a cutie.
They drove a long way to come up to Schaumburg, Illinois.
They did. And their house is being remodeled, and so I think it was kind of a nice break for them too. To go away. Yeah.
Berta says busted in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah, those are fun. Did you find some products that you were surprised by that you went, ooh, that's cool?
Yeah, there were some definitely some interesting things there that I had my eye on and got a few. Okay, so I do have to say for my Tuesday night people, they're all like, Chelsea, you got to use a wobble on Friday.
You do have good wobbles.
I'm using a wobble for the flamingo.
Perfect.
So I checked that box too.
You did. You're taking care
that
of
wasn't
everybody.
a parameter, but that was their parameter for me.
Is that the fifth parameter?
Those fifth parameters.
The fifth parameter. Yes.
We have them. We've got true fifth parameter people. We've got, oh, that's cute. He's so happy. He loves to dance. He's doing his touchdown dance. We've got Star Wars fifth parameters, and we've got Marmaduke fifth parameters. And they have done them for a long time. Anna York has done Star Wars for, I don't know. She's like, I don't even know how high. Maybe 75 or something. It's that could be all wrong. But it's really high. And then Norma Garrett has done Marmaduke kind of cards. And they always include them. And it's totally fun.
Yeah.
So your fifth parameter is up to you. unless you are doing a patron group bonus card where we provide a 5th parameter every Monday on a retro bonus.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is kind of fun too. And there are people doing those routinely. Those almost look like little flowers, but they're palm trees. Good heavens, that was probably my fastest card I've ever made on Craft Roulette.
And take your time, Chelsea.
But you take your time.
Feel rushed.
I feel like she had that tie-dyed like before the show.
I think she did.
I did.
It's okay. Okay. All I need.
I did because I thought there would be a backlash. There would be like, oh, what do I do for tie-dye? And so that's what I was trying to avoid. But I didn't realize I was going to use it. Okay, let's think about ways to tie-dye. So I'm just going to do a circle, kind of yellow, to clean my brush while we just chat and talk. That's what I'm going to try to do, except I'm going to have a little bit of a yellow background. And I think I just started with circles and just made circles. With my very fancy watercolors. My school grade watercolors. It seems like I may have had a dye out to keep the circles straight. Maybe. So.
Okay. Oh, so now you're going to tie-dye. I see.
Yeah. But I'll start with just so I can get at least one circle that's kind of straight. I always have my little paintbrushes ready for that moment when I feel like I need to paint. I only have little ones out. That's okay. We'll do little ones. And I'm going to use colors that are close to each other on the color wheel so I don't have to worry about
Move your colors over just so
things that won't blend nicely. I don't have my since I have this glass mat, I don't have my old water bottle anymore. Now it has isopropyl alcohol in it, so I can clean my mat. So this is.
Oh, I was going to ask you how you clean that mat. That's very good information.
Isopropyl alcohol, just in a little spray bottle, and I let it set momentarily to let the adhesive or whatever get loosened up. And then Mr. Producer found these, and this is like a paint remover, but it isn't a metal paint remover. It's plastic. And so you can kind of scrape off the really stubborn things. It's got a whole bunch of them. I don't think you could cut a beard or shave your legs, but you can definitely work on your glass mat, I think. I wouldn't want to. Anyway, it's okay. So something to think is, yeah, you don't have a, nope, you're working on paper.
I am. I'm old school, I guess.
It's all right. It's all right. I had a mat, a self-healing kind of mat that I was used to.
Do you know what percentage alcohol? Probably pretty high.
It's just isopropyl from the drugstore. I don't think it's not like pharmacy grade or anything. Here, I've got my circle started. It helps to have a little help. These cards are coming right in. My goodness. Turn the paper this time. It's not hard. This is fun. This is fun. Just let those things kind of bleed into each other. This is not watercolor paper, so I need to mind my business about me here.
Oh, but that looks cool.
not get it too runny. But it does work. You could have white in the background too, or you could have another color. But that kind of gives it a soft background. So you have your inventory. Gwen Simmons asks, how often do you de-stash or declutter your craft room?
Oh boy. Well, I did clean up a little bit today and de-stashed a little.
Did you?
Because I knew I was coming on.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say probably definitely around Christmas time. I have time off of work. That's probably the biggest time I actually declutter and reorganize. But aren't we always reorganizing and destashing? I feel like we are.
Point. Yeah. It's nonstop, pretty much. I think you're right.
Every time you make a card, you destash that much.
There you go.
Well, I de-stash that. No, you made a card. No, but I de-stash. Yeah, that's a good point, too. There's one way to make tie-dye.
So is the opposite of de-stashing restashing, or is it just stashing?
Purchasing.
Oh, yeah. Restashing. I did a little bit of restashing last week.
I'm not buying anything, honey. I'm restashing.
Yeah.
You can thank me later.
This is a little wet now, a little bit
and that would be
bubbly.
One reason why you preemptively did that, probably, is doing watercolors on air is hit or miss on how fast it dries.
Right. I didn't. This is pretty wet in there, but yeah. So that's one way to do it, but you can do it with
find some more ways.
You can do it like Chelsea did it brilliantly. There was in the top drawer of that little plastic thing, I have rubber bands. If you would hand me a couple, I'll show what they were talking about with the rubber bands. Thanks, sir. This is an old fun technique too. Have you ever done this, Chelsea?
I have. It's been quite a while though.
Right.
You're gonna put it on a block. I've put them on braiders, I think, before or something too.
Yeah. That's another way to do it. You can get some ombre things going on there. Okay, we'll get some more cutters.
Well, I think it's very girly.
It is girly. Is mine girly enough?
Yeah.
I think those are very feminine tie-dye colors.
Yeah, okay.
I saw pinks. Yeah, purples, yellows. Yeah. It's girly.
Get a little nervous around there. Okay. Let's try candy colors. Red Hots. Try some Red Hots. Oh, that didn't turn out so great. But it didn't turn out so bad. That's really kind of a cool little, it doesn't look like tie-dye much right now. But who am I to say? It's still a cool background. And this is water reactive, so maybe we can make this. If I had if I had my water bottle again, I could maybe make this spread out a little bit. But you know, you could always cut this into stuff too. So do you have a stamp cleaner that you use that you like?
Yeah, it's also known as baby wipes sometimes, but no, but I like there's actually Nuvo stamp cleaner. That's actually my favorite.
So are you good at cleaning your stamps, or do you not clean your stamps?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. My stamps don't really get cleaned too often, as you can see, but every now and then.
Right.
That's why I'm the inky stamper.
You put them to bed dirty?
I sometimes do.
I don't mind that at all.
I was taught at one point that if you let the ink build up on your stamps, it sometimes gives you a better impression. So,
well, there's that. Yeah, there's that. That it needs to be seasoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So mine are well seasoned.
They're not dirty. They're
I
seasoned.
like your rubber bands. That's
They
cool.
turned out pretty cool. And then you can bring in some other background-ish stuff. You know, do you sit down and play much?
I do.
You know,
I
experiment, do ya?
I do like to experiment.
Mm-hmm.
I also experiment, like my Tuesday night people that watch me on my live know that I like to experiment with them. Half the time I don't even know if it's going to work.
What's the can you think of the last thing that you experimented with that you just said, okay, caution to the wind, let's try something?
Yeah. I embossed one of my dies. It was a basket. I don't have it here, but I embossed it with an embossing folder, and then I made it into a basket, and it was a basket weave. It was pretty cool, but I'd never tried it, and I didn't even try it before the show.
You like to make 3D things.
I
right?
do. Yeah. So that's kind of how I take some of my packaging engineering day job, is that I come up with really cool boxes and treat holders.
So you develop your own
my own dies.
Patterns and stuff. Okay.
My favorite is our paperclip box that doesn't use any adhesive, and it holds together without adhesive, and it's just a really cool box.
You have one that we could see? Or not?
Yeah,
you're very ahead of schedule on craft time.
I can't believe Marjorie really made her card. Congrats, Marjorie.
We can have some time to hang out here. We're ahead of schedule.
Look, you made your card really fast too. Yeah. You were just. Are you high? Do you need to catch your breath or anything? Because you were working really hard and fast. I'm trying to splatter this away from my camera. Because I'm not allowed to splatter on my desk.
Nope.
Nobody likes to have a spot on their lens. So
I had to run over and get one. But here's a sample of a box. Oh, look.
Oh, there. Yeah.
Here's a sample of a box. Actually, Kim made this one. My best friend made this one. It's a cupcake kind of day. That's Rosie right there. Or Ralph, I'm not sure. And then you got a little cupcake on the inside.
Aww.
It's a sweet little box. And again, you just hook these sides in, and there's no adhesive. It's pretty fun. And then another one we have is this fun one. It's kind of like a small fry box. There's more candy.
See? Yeah, you're always making 3D things. I don't make 3D things.
Yeah.
So it's good to know
this is a
our
little
resources
candy
here.
Holder in our small fry box. It says, let's get a bite, and it's got watermelon candy in it.
That's so cute. I do like 3D things. I just don't make them.
Yeah.
So there's your outlet. If you like 3D things, there's your girl.
Chelsea, you're welcome to show off some more of your stuff. We're ahead of schedule.
We're so early. Yeah. There's going to be people just turning
we're
in.
Just that good.
Even with all that
technical difficulties, we're early.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I've never seen anybody making. We just made the fastest cards in craft roulette history.
And we had kind of hard parameters, so
we did.
That's amazing.
We did, and we had hard parameters, and we had a hard start. So, oh my gosh, how did that all happen then? I'm confused. Life has confused me once again.
I know, we're in this happy place now where everything's working and cards are being made, and I kind of just want to hang out here for a minute.
Yeah. Well, here's another box. This is our billboard box. And the fun thing about this one is she's on what we call a clear move it. And so she spins around on her inner tube. And it says just relax and unwind. And then if they're still in there, oh yeah, we got lifesavers in there. See, this is a candy kind of show.
So getting ready for October. So when you go to the store, do you look at the candy aisle and go, I could make a card with this stamp with that candy?
Yes. We commonly go to either Dollar Tree, that's kind of our favorite, or the local grocery store, Woodman's, has a very large candy aisle here, and we get our favorite candy and make stuff. So here's another one with the flamingo, and we had saltwater taffy. So yeah, see, this is all show related because it's all candy.
It's very show related.
Do you think of your stamps as in like flavor profiles? Like this stamp is a sour?
Some of them are sour. Some of them are very sweet, though. I cracked myself up. Yeah. Had I known I was going to have time, I would have totally had everything prepared, but I cleaned my room too good today.
Oh, that's the heck of it. Do you have trouble finding things once you clean?
No, but they're in the other room. I put them all away.
Oh no. Oh no. You're really clean.
No, it's good. I just pulled a few things out. So.
Well, we're glad you did.
What are you doing now? You doing more tie-dye?
I did. Well, I did the rubber band tie-dye. And then put some color on the background, splattered it up a little bit. And thought I'd just put it on a card since I'm here. And
it's a
Susan
twofer.
is asking if you could show some bows.
Oh,
bows. She's good at bows.
Yes.
Good question, Susan. We have some questions from patrons, but they're good too. We had some. That's kind of an odd card, and I kind of like it. A card that would only be made because of Mr. Wheel. I never made this one.
This is our mini bow die. And it's a mini double bow die, which I absolutely love because it's tiny and I love it. Let's see, what paper do I got?
And then also we had a couple questions about your little die machine. If you want to show that off again and explain people how they can get one, that'd be totally fair too.
A bow tie die.
I could tie dye the bow.
Yep.
After I tie it.
This never ends, doesn't it? Just never ends.
And you can get that little machine in your shop?
You can. And if you got it this weekend, you'd even get free shipping on it. Now, where can you get free shipping on a nice little machine? Only at Inky Stamper.
And I just posted the link. If you go to our sponsors page, you find the link to Inky Stamper with the discount code that you can just click on to copy.
And Angie Downs, I think you're right. Bows that are die cut and tied are tie-dyed.
Yeah. I probably should add some color. Well, they're tie-dyed. It's dyed paper and it's going to be tied, right?
It's getting thick around here.
Okay. So the way I do this.
The best kind of correct.
There will be some wonderful things. I know there's going to be some entries I'm going to have to read to see what their description is to figure out what they're doing. I got a feeling they're going to have some pretty sneaky little parameters, which is fun. But you don't have to have sneaky parameters. You can have very open parameters that are easy to figure out too. Yep. That's the thing. We have room for all sorts of stuff here at the Craft Roulette table.
So
That's
this
why we
bow
like
die is
it.
pretty cool. You fold these loops in, right? And then you
Mhm.
take this piece down here and you wrap it all the way around. And like magic, you've got a tie-dyed bow.
That's very clever.
Yeah.
That's very clever. Who knew? Who knew? How do you? I know that there's some questions from the patrons about about your process and all those kind of things when you're developing things, but I think it's just wonderful when people figure out something that is needed in the craft community that needs to be improved or created, and I just love seeing that.
Yeah. That's one thing. I was with a couple home demonstrator companies prior to having my own business, and I always thought, you know what, why don't they make a stamp like that? Why don't they make a box like that? And
Uh-huh.
so um when you decide to start your own company, you can actually make all those, and it's
Right.
been super fun.
So do you have like a long list or?
Yeah, we have a lot of things like still yet to come.
Cool.
And yeah, we commonly write down things we want, and then we decide which ones we're bringing when. So it's fun. It's definitely fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so glad you're having a good time with it. I think that's just
Yeah.
icing on the cake, you know? Because it should be, yeah. But you do craft when you're just by playing and having fun, right?
I do. I do. I commonly make samples and just play around with how things are going to look, and I always kind of have that thought in my head when I'm designing the stamps or the boxes of what I want to do with it,
Mhm.
and it's super fun to bring that to life when I actually um get the dies and the stamps.
Yeah. So is it kind of like when on Christmas when you get
Oh,
the
it's
package
definitely
and you open
Christmas.
it up?
Yeah. It's so exciting. Like when I get the notice that they're shipping it to me. All of our dies and stamps are made in the US as well. So they come to us fairly quickly. I
Uh-huh.
don't have to wait for a shipment from overseas, which is nice.
Yeah.
And we support
Yeah.
US companies as well.
Right. I love it.
So cool.
Options out there and it's hard to figure out some of it sometimes.
Oh, I forgot. Here's one. Here's one more. Speaking of ladies, here's the ladybug, and this one's cute as a bug. I just saw this one on the side of my desk. Oop, and she popped off. She's
Nice
cute as a bug,
birdie.
and then
She is.
inside she's got candy. Again,
Oh
it's
my
all about candy
gosh.
tonight.
You really did. You came prepared even though you didn't know that you had to come prepared.
Yeah. So that's chocolate. So there's some more candy. And they're all dressed up. They've got little scallop wrappers around them. We have scallop wrappers that fit Hershey nuggets and Hershey miniatures. And I dressed the ladybug up with daisies, and it's cute as a bug.
Cute as a
Also on a
bug.
wobble.
Do you do the drawing or does your
No, we actually
friend?
have we have 4 artists that we
Oh, okay.
use, and they are actually around the world. Like we've got
Right.
some across the pond, and then we've got some here in the States.
Which is fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are
Different
fabulous.
flavors. That's cool.
Yeah, 3 of them have
Did you
been with
know
us from
them
the
from?
start.
Okay. So you knew them before you really, when you just went,
Yeah.
this is how we're going to do it.
Sadly, I love stamping because I cannot draw.
Okay.
I wish I could
Gotcha.
draw. My dad can draw. My brother can draw. My mom can draw. I wasn't given those genes.
Oh, maybe someday.
I
Practice.
like other people's drawings. It's all good.
That's fair enough too. Well, I've made 2 cards.
Look at you.
I know.
I made a card and a tie-dyed bow.
We are overachievers. That's what I think. This was my original one, so I'll talk this one through. This is a ladies card in that it's soft colors, and I love a good beach. Candy colors, Jolly Ranchers, I guess, would be my closest bet, and some lemon drops.
Skittles.
Tropical Skittles, some lemon drops, and that Laffy Taffy blue. All sorts of banana Laffy Taffy. All those kind of good things. And then my plant is some palm trees. And I forgot, I did not need a circle, but I ended up with a circle because we had talked about circles. So I kind of put what we talked about into my card. Huh, who knew? And did the same thing using rubber bands for my tie-dyeing, which doesn't maybe look really like tie-dyeing, but kind of looks like tie-dyeing with the same die cut. And, but instead of a square card, oh, look at me. Instead of a square card, an A2 card with a smudge. Yeah, there you go. So I did it. Good enough for me. Want to talk us through your cute little card?
Yeah, so I wanted to definitely incorporate Laffy Taffy colors. So I did that as the blue there. And then it's a lady card because it's a cute feminine flamingo, and you're flamazing. And then I tie-dyed the bushes by stippling them with my little stencil brushes in a couple colors of green. And then I added bling to the sky.
I like it.
So
I like it very much.
And the plants are the bushes.
Yeah. So. We got some extra fun stuff on there. Look
and
at
then
all these cards
as a
coming
bonus,
in.
I have dyed paper that I tied into a bow.
We can't get enough of this fun stuff. The fun parameter world. Parameter fever is what I'm kind of calling it when we get hooked on a certain kind of parameter choice and we just go wild with it. You just keep digging in and going, oh, I can do this and I can do that. And it's parameter fever. I think it's a real condition. I have it.
I've got it too.
I've got it too.
Yeah.
And that's from Muppet Treasure Island, one of the Gun's favorite movies ever. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I think people are jumping on this parameter fever of this week with the ladies card candy plant and tie-dye. They're already sending in cards. So we're going to go ahead and let you relax. Don't go away.
I won't go away.
Don't go away. We've done the hard part. And let everybody know how they can play. And we will come back to you in just a minute. Say goodnight.
Thanks.
Thank you. Well done. Way to hang in there. It's terrible when you have technical problems. And it can be perfect before the show. It's perfect during the show. And then there's just one or two times. And it's just it makes for a harder show for our guests. Now, I'm always sorry about that. But you guys can play this too. You should play this too. We have new sponsors coming on next month. Next week, you will be eligible for new sponsors. And I will announce those on Tuesday on In Review. Use those same 4 parameters. Send your card. It needs to be a handmade card, a photo of a handmade card. And then send that electronically to craftroulette.live. There is a form there. You just upload it. It's really, really easy. And lots of people can do it. So I know it's doable. We would love to see what you make. We do have some great guests coming up every week. Oh, my goodness. Next week, we got a little firecracker. Jamie Clark is going to come in. She's an artist, and she's going to be a hoot and a holler. I'm looking forward to having her on. Then we go down under to meet Michelle Lupton again. She's lovely, and she's very, very smart. We can learn all sorts of things about biology. Then we get to meet Catherine Pooler. I'm looking forward to having her on. And Mari Clark after that, and then Amy Wares comes up. So, honestly, can you have more fun? No. We have so much fun. You have to add an N to fun. Thank you so much for joining us as often as you do. We appreciate you. And if you're watching the replay, let us know. Say hi in the comments. Yay, Jamie is right. Yay, Michelle, right there. Yes, you are smart. You are very smart. I learn about penguins and all sorts of stuff. We do want to thank our patrons. We always want to thank our patrons and know that we talk about you. Do you feel like we talk about you? Because we do talk about you, but not in a bad way at all. We talk about what you would like and how we can make your crafting experience better. So thank you again for being our financial support. We really do appreciate you. Look at all you fantastic people. Looking forward to spending some time with our Club Fun people tomorrow. Next week, we have our happy birthday card party. So for fun supporters and up, make sure you have Thursday at noon, next week. My gosh, can that be true?
And those are Zoom calls. And
so we have a lot of fun with them. We got a lot of experts that can tell you a lot about crafting and answer your questions, talk about the site, talk about crafts. It's all very good. Thank you. Well, you know what time it is? It's time for a giveaway. Actually, 9 giveaways. We're going to give away 9 things this time. That's kooky nutty. We have so many. First, just a second. I need a pencil. Oh, look. I have 100 Team Orange pencils with Craft Roulette on them. Thank you, Patty Beck, for my wonderful gift. I got my pencil. It's wonderful. Our giveaways, if you sent in a card last week, your name is on that circle. And it will be spinning here momentarily, and it is programmed to randomly choose somebody. We don't choose based on if we like a card, if we don't like a card, if you're the first card, if you're the last card, nothing like that. It's all very random. And I think that's it. We're ready to spin for a Krog, a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. This goes all over the world. Patty Beck had me guessing. She had me doing a guessing contest to figure out what this thing was. It was very fun. She's very funny. She was feeling her inner teacher, I think, to get new pencils for fall. Susie!
Let's go to New Zealand.
Going to New Zealand? Oh, fun. It's funny, it doesn't always take that long to get down there. They must have some fast boats to New Zealand. For a goodie bag, this needs to stay close to home because it's very expensive. Yeah, it's a good pencil. I feel like I'm ready for the first day of school. Mandy Fish. I got a feeling she may be a little far away, but we will figure this out. No worries. If you are international and you get a goodie bag, we'll send you something. So make sure after the show you go to the claim prize form and fill it out. Yeah, there you are. You're here. Congratulations. Yes, I could probably take an SAT with this pencil if I fill in the circle completely. I do believe it's a number 2 pencil. For a Glassboard Studio. Ronnie Macias. She's such a nice lady. I'm so happy for you. Plus, she and Max, her husband, do cards together so they can both enjoy it. Maybe, if she lets him.
So we're going to spin this 3 times for Inky Stamper.
Okay.
Let me see here. I'm going to bring Chelsea on, I think.
Okay. There she is.
So the first one is going to be the
$25 gift certificate.
$25 gift certificate.
Okie dokie.
Oh, look, I feel like I'm floating above the wheel.
You are. You're levitating. That's how it wouldn't surprise me tonight. If you just levitated above the wheel. Or a $25 gift certificate is going to, how fun, Lisa Taylor, who introduced the Macias to our show.
Awesome.
So that's excellent. Very fun. She used to have
Congrats.
a stamping, scrapbooking store, and
And then the next one is to win the flamingo. Because you're going to want it.
She's in Colorado, so we don't have to worry about postage. Plus, I got to meet her last summer. It was really fun. Lynn Darda, one of our original top 10 contributors. She will love it. She will love it. They will contact me, and I will give your information. I'll get you the information on that so that you can send it to them.
And then one more flamingo.
One more flamingo.
Because you can't have enough flamingos.
They do need to have a friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really a fun little surprise. Jennifer Summers. Not familiar, Jennifer, but congratulations. Very good.
Excellent.
Make sure you use the same email address that you used to submit your card, because
it won't let you do it otherwise.
Yeah. So if you have trouble and you're on somebody else's phone or something, it may be the problem. So for a $50 Trinity gift card, and we have 2 of these as well.
2?
Because nobody...
We're going to cover up Chelsea with names. Can you see the name above you?
I'll just dip down.
She's shrinking. She's shrinking. Sandy, be good. Yes, no one claimed it last week, and Tanisa said, hey, did I miss something? I said, well, she didn't claim it. And so she said, well, I want to give it away this week, so we are.
I'm just going to stick over here by your shoulder, Mary.
It's a safe place. Get to your safe place right now. And for another $50 gift certificate. She's already won. Sorry, Jennifer.
Uh-oh.
We don't double dip on prizes. Just like guacamole. It's just like guacamole and chips. 1 dip per person. Are you getting tense? Who is it? Aaron K. Congratulations, Aaron K. Make sure you contact me before Sunday night at midnight. If you're a patron, you have till Thursday night at midnight as well. You just fit in. You know how to fit into a crowd, don't you?
I'm trying. Okay.
That is fantastic. Wonderful. I said 9. I was counting on 2 goodie bags. Can we do 1 more goodie bag?
It's already saved.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. Never mind. That was enough, by golly. Well, that has been a great month of prizes, too.
Nice
so
job.
Many good giveaways. Just, we really do appreciate our spin sponsors to give away their stuff to our card makers. It's just a wonderful thing. Yeah. Thank you. This is your second time, too.
Yeah, second time. The first time, I did not have any technical difficulties, so I'll have to practice a little more.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything you did, so it just, things just happen. Yeah. I do have a thoughtful question of the day. I didn't get to many questions that our group had for you, so if you want to, you can look in the patron group now and answer them because we didn't get to very many, and you are a patron as well. So Grandma Gay, our rock star, has a thoughtful question of the day, and she says, and this is, I think I know what your answer is going to be, but we'll find out. You're card making in a dream. I do that. Is it in black and white or color?
Oh, it's definitely in color. Definitely color.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like a good black and white, but you don't
dream it.
Love color.
Yeah, I don't think I ever dream in black and white. I'm more like Dorothy.
I haven't had a black and white dream. No.
Yeah. Life can be a little black and white, but in the dreams, like Dorothy, it's all in Technicolor. Yeah. Yeah. And maybe if it's a good dream, it's all those beautiful blues that you like so much.
Yep.
Very good.
Like some blues.
Well, Club Fun, I will see you tomorrow at noon Central Time. Thank you again for being so patient and not giving up. It's hard when that's happening. It feels like it goes on forever. But it was hopefully a very short time.
I don't think it was too bad. I think we all handled it very well.
Okay, we didn't get to the dad joke, but that'll happen Tuesday. Mr. Producer, thanks for you for getting this to go and get through to the end. We did it. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. Mwah! Let's do it. Plant a big one right there on the crown. We got kisses going on in our brains. Let's take care of ourselves. You all stay safe. Thank you so much. Chatterboxes, we'll be seeing your cards. Send them in. Make me happy, those first timers. I love that. Mr. Producer, well done. Chelsea, well done. We had a fun time.
Do you have anything to say to the crowd before we... Anything coming up or anything?
No, thanks everyone for tuning in, especially all of my regular inky stampettes.
Stampettes, there you go. Craftettes, why not stampettes? Be sure to flip us a penny as you close the door on the show, and we'll see you Tuesday on Interview next week with Jamie Clark. At night, stay safe.